We're also following this China trade war going back and forth. They're getting locked in their positions. A lot of them are saying that it's not going to be quick and easy for this sort of Avengers economic dream team that's descended on Beijing to get the talks going and to get their way. It might not be so easy. Connell McShane is in Beijing with the very latest. I suspect it's just a green screen, but we shall see. Dark is dark behind him right now, so for all I know, he could be in a closet somewhere. All right, Connell, what's going on?
That's right. Could be Pittsburgh behind me for all you know. But I can assure you, Neil, we are in Beijing. We shot some video that'll be a little more convincing earlier in the day. I'll show you here in a second. But we're here, obviously, for the talks with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and the rest of the American delegation. As to what's going on, we really don't know yet, and that maybe adds to some uncertainty in markets today. But Mnuchin's here with a large contingent from the United States, brought along the Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, brought along Robert Lighthizer, the trade rep. He has Terry Branstad here, the ambassador, Cudlow and Navarro, the economic advisors, all here, kind of a team of rivals in some people's estimation. But the group held talks for a short time today with the Chinese vice premier and some other officials out at the Dayutai State Guest House, which is often used as a meeting place for visiting dignitaries, and it's being used that way again. The question is how much they can really accomplish in just 2 days of talks. And if these tensions over trade drag on for some time, a growing kind of anti-American sentiment that seems to be building here in China could cause problems for American companies. There's a story out, for example, from Bloomberg today about China not buying soybeans from the United States anymore after they did an interview with the CEO. So there's that. And we found out for ourselves, we actually had an interesting visit to a local food market in Beijing and had a chance to talk to some of the people there about supply concerns and disruption concerns. With the help of our translator, I actually got up and talked to one of the merchants who sells fish there that, believe it or not, is imported here to Beijing from the Boston area. Watch this. Is she worried at all that the supply might go down as that conflict continues?
She said, yeah, I really have this kind of concern. And maybe 2 weeks ago, there was a period, a short period that kind of lacked a little bit of the supply.
You know, it was kind of interesting to hear, almost like some of what Jeff Flock reported out of the Midwest with U.S. farmers saying similar things about the trade tensions. If it all drags on, there's so much uncertainty, really affects how they do business. Now, as for the talks, got one more day to go, Neil, and we do at least hope to get an update from Secretary Mnuchin before he flies back to the United States sometime tomorrow night.
So if they don't have a deal, they fly home. If they do have a deal, they fly home. I mean, that's locked.
Yes, I believe the time, I'm hoping, like our flights, are locked to come home at some time. You know, but this idea of some sort of a deal being put together seems, you know, to be honest with you, kind of far-fetched. I mean, both sides have been kind of lowering the expectations, saying that, hey, we're just getting started. This is just phase 1 or 2 of a long process. So both sides, Chinese and American sides, have been saying that going in. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Thank you, my friend. From Beijing, Connell, well, we think Beijing, Connell McShane.